We're good. We're good. Just turn it
We'll
off.
do cat cam.
Hopefully,
Turn it off.
let's see if we're live. I have no idea if we're live, so I need someone in the Twitch chat to tell me if we are live because Twitch is acting up insanely bad right now. I can kind of see a Twitch chat. I can't see. I can see a few names. So I have no idea if this is working or not. Yes. Sachi says hello.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, can you see Chin? Chin's camera is lagging.
What's up? Hello, hello.
Okay, Chin is here. We're getting a little bit of camera stutter for some reason tonight. Which never happens. Could just be Apex being open. But I'm glad that we have at least something working. Alright, cool. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the very first episode of Clappers. I'll be your host tonight. McIntyre is my name. I'm an ex-Heroes of the Storm Pro. And after the demise of HGC, I have now decided to go after and create my own show. Every Monday night, Clappers. We're going to deep dive into the competitive side of different video games while it's learning and practicing those video games ourselves. So tonight's episode, the two guests are going to be Chinzy and BBJ. Guys, don't know BBJ. He was also a ex-Heroes of the Storm Pro on Team HeroesHearth, so he's a teammate of mine. And Chinzy is a friend that has been my basically video game duo through the existence of my life. So these are both really close guys to me, and we're here to talk about Apex Legends tonight. How are you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Doing fine.
Perfect. Alright, so if you guys don't know about Apex Legends, it is the newest BR game on town, a competitor to Fortnite, I would say. While Fortnite kind of still controls the market, similarly to League of Legends controlling the market over games like Dota and HOTS. Apex, I think, is on the come up, and it's a different flavor of battle royale game compared to Fortnite. So for that reason, I find it to be very interesting. And tonight, that's what our focus is going to be on. Is is Apex Legends good? Will it become an esport? And all of the things around that. So we're going to jump into the game now. We're going to start off with some games. Basically, yeah, we're going to be playing, hopefully to win. Funny enough for us, we're pretty practiced in this game, I would say. This is not our first time playing it.
Indeed.
I just looked at, I had 360 hours played in this game.
But if there is one person to make potato plays, that would be me.
The steamy potato plays coming out of Chin. Luckily though, Chin has a background in Counter-Strike, so he actually has an FPS background that me and BBJ really don't have.
I just polished my grapple.
Yeah.
But even so, this game is completely different than that one.
What, Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
Counter-Strike's weird in that, like, I feel like everybody who goes from Counter-Strike to another game is good at it, but it's, shooting-wise, it's like very different. There's no aiming down sights really.
Right.
You
It's
have
all about
that-
lining up headshots.
Crouching has a big thing. One tapping's like pretty huge.
You have
AKs
the
and stuff.
you have, like, I know in that game too, tracking in general is like way different because you have spray patterns.
Yeah, it's just a set spray patterns. You just
That's right.
you just try to
Yeah.
learn muscle memory of like where to move your mouse, so that you basically click at their head and then
You like shift your mouse downward and start spraying at their feet, and then you get headshots. Yeah, it's like a whole nother
Essentially,
beast.
you have to know the recoil patterns.
and you basically never want to be running or like jumping in that game when shooting. While in this game,
It's like all about
Running.
mobility.
yeah, you wanna be
So
running.
the nice part about this game too is, unlike other BRs, like PUBG and even in some cases H1Z1, this is not a very fast killing game. So what I mean by that is, oh, we have 3 people at the main building. So what I mean by that is the first shot, whoever gets the first shot doesn't immediately win the gunfight. And a lot of that has to come from the fact that I have no guns, by the way.
Got 2 on me. Oh no.
I can grenade back towards you. I have 2 frag grenades.
Actually, their whole team's on me.
I'm checking
fucking
underpass. We can maybe get onto the underpass right now.
Chucking some nades.
I did escape.
I got a havoc. Okay.
Let's go back in, Shen.
I have a devotion. I'm coming back now. I'm coming
They're
back
out
now.
here. They're getting shot at by
There's an
some-
armor here for you, BJ.
2 armors. 2
These
armors.
guys
Too.
over here. Really weak.
Coming.
Best.
They're just chucking grenades. To our left. Coming up maybe.
Yeah, to our left.
There's one on the double box in the middle there too. Oh, he's destroying me. I'm gonna go grab that other armor.
Downed one.
Oh, someone's already grabbed it. One here.
Not the one.
Looting. Kill that one too.
Reloading. Took out the whole squad.
Good kill,
Perfect.
Reloading.
Oh, there's a Phoenix kit for me. Yeah, so again, the thing that's different about this game in comparison to the others, and what we were kind of talking about before, is that you have a shield system, which you can see at the bottom left of my screen. There is the 2 spaced bars and the health bar, right? I think in most other BRs, a lot of your health is just your health bar, right? And then you have armor that mitigates
Armor that
to
mitigates damage.
protect your health. Whereas in this game, your armor is just more health. So right now, I would have 150 health, right? And there's 2 different level ups on the armor. There's the normal armor, which is gray, blue, which is going to be 75 health, and then there's a purple armor, which is 100 health. So the fact that you have 200 health to work with means that if someone shoots at you, they're not just going to immediately put you on the ground, right? In the other games, if you get called out, you'll go down. Whereas in this game, you might be able to eat a couple bullets, kind of barely escape. Oh, there's more people here. Maybe heal back up and get back into the fight again, right? He's up top here. I think there's another one underneath me. Yeah, there is. Okay. Another. There's 2 squads. 2 squads. Unless somebody had a red shield. Maybe up top, BBJ. There's one knock right there.
Yeah,
And the
he's
guy was.
up here.
Okay. There's a guy over here, maybe? No. Alright, we got him all saved. So for me personally, that's like my favorite part about this game, is the shield cell system, where you have that extra life. You can play aggressive. You know, you're not just supposed
Not
to
getting
sit and
killed without having a reaction to it.
having a chance. Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
in games like PUBG, and I mean even Fortnite, you can get like 1 shot by a sniper.
And you're just out of the game.
Yeah.
And I know 2
And
people.
too, if you do die, you can get revived.
Ah, that's
Right.
true. That's a really big,
That's a
really
nice
big,
system.
right?
Yeah.
Other BR games, it's like
you
you
go
get-
down and you get scummed, and
That's it.
now I get to watch my friends play.
Mhm. And in this game, you go down, but you get scummed out, then your team can get your banner, and there's these res points, these green spawns on the map that you can get back up. So, I mean, for me, this game feels much more like a run and gun, like I'm playing Call of Duty or something with the BR aspect going on.
It actually
Definitely
feels more like a
fast-paced.
Call of Duty game than the Call of Duty
Call
BR.
of Duty. So true. So with that comparison, as we push on to this new team down low, knock this guy's armor here. He's red flesh. I think he went down. Oh my god, we are just raining down. Imagine if I could land shots here, guys.
I threw an ult on top of him. See what happens.
I think we could take the zip and just go. Oh, I
There's
missed
one
the
in that
zip.
smoke
Well,
that I broke the armor on.
I'm portaling. Get reset.
I'm going with BBJ.
Okay.
2 guys on your backside.
I'll give you a portal, BBJ. Bloodhound. think that might be everyone.
Squad down.
Yeah.
The other team might have died.
Half the squads remain.
So now that we've killed this team, the next question is, you know, we're saying that this game feels better than Call of Duty, and we know Call of Duty, I don't think the BR did very well. So my question is, you guys...
They never tried to make competitive, apparently.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
They went in with the...
never supported.
Yo, we can portal back up. There's people coming.
Another.
Hit my portal, you can reset maybe? Chin might be able to, I don't know. So the real question with Apex is, do you think that Apex
Care package coming in.
will move into esports? Will this ever be competitive? As we fight this next team.
I would look at the track record of previous BRs and their attempts to go esports, but I feel like it's going to be really difficult with the amount of teams. Because it's not as intimate as, say, like a Counter-Strike match where it's one team versus one team.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
the big
that
thing,
small scale.
problems with like BRs in general for esports has been like, how do you spectate it? How do you score it?
Yeah, I feel like the scoring part is where Apex is currently struggling the most. Wraith faced. He's that way. I'm looking at the Pathfinder. The Wraith's on my ping. He's right here.
Contact with hostiles. Reloading.
Nice.
Like scoring, spectating.
Right.
and
Because, like,
then-
if you want to OBS team Cloud9, right?
yeah, like,
How do you do that without the camera just constantly on them? Whereas if you were to OBS for a Counter-Strike match, you watch a C9's match, and you're going to watch your favorite players, you know, regardless of whose perspective you're watching, get into fights, land shots, and kind of, I don't know, dominate, right? So
yeah, I mean, like, even when we were like watching Fortnite to try and see Psalm, we'd see him like maybe 2% of the match
yeah,
that we're watching. Like, we only care about one player, so even if when the camera's on other people, you're just looking at the kill feed to see if like the people you're following got killed or not.
and I know right now with this game, I mean, none of that is even implemented. So like, how long does it take until that
It
stuff
took-
gets
it
put into
took
the game?
Fortnite a real long time to get custom matches, didn't it?
I want to say,
While people were asking.
I don't even know. I mean, they obviously have them, but it took like a year and a half or
bad.
something
Yeah.
before they could even contemplate customs. Coming down. So like with this game, you know, where does that growth? How does that growth follow the Fortnite?
Let's check out this area. Enemy over there.
I mean, that's also about like incentive. Like, is there reason enough for them to want to make custom matches, or do they just play it to sell skins to people?
Which sounds like what Call of Duty chose to do.
Yeah. So.
But even with Call of Duty, I mean,
It
we're
was-
seeing now an upswing of sponsorships for this game. Like, does that
With Call of Duty,
continue?
though, it was also, you know, another game mode to the game itself.
I guess that's
Not
true.
a standalone, right?
Yeah, well, you could argue that Titanfall 2 is a standalone of this. I mean, if you go and play Titanfall 2 right now, it's quite literally this game.
Right, but they're not cranking out a Titanfall every single year now.
That's
But
true.
Call of Duty
Yeah.
has to.
There's a reason why this game is just better than Call of Duty, because they don't crank it. Oh, yeah, on me.
Dev's been actually focused on this.
I take Gibraltar ult. I knocked him, though. Do I not get hit by this? Please don't.
Going to phase.
I'm up here.
I scum the dip.
I don't. They're arc starring from the right.
I was just trying to start out.
When I get down there. Oh,
Robots one hit on me.
Just fucking good.
Easy clap.
Got the whole
Got purple body armor here, but it's broken.
level 3.
I guess that's true too. They're not just churning out
Give my shield
this
a
game,
recharge.
which could be sick. I mean, for like the actual growth of this game. Chin, there's a purple armor up there, but you have to shield it up. Like for the actual growth of this game and the growth of the, you know, the esports scene, if the devs wanted to, they probably would just be able to pump in the resources that it needs to compete.
My shields are
And like I was saying, like I think that the orgs are interested. You know, does it come down to the devs? I would guess it would
Yeah,
have to, right?
Early esports pretty much just depends on like
My shields are recharged.
Twitch viewership, right? Which it's been doing pretty well in recently. So then it's just a matter of if people can figure out a format that's like worth watching for viewers. So right now, I don't know if I'd rather watch like an Apex tournament or just somebody who's really good just run around and frag.
Oh, that's true.
Unless that person that run around and frag is in that tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, you might not even get to watch them, right?
That's true.
Yeah, even then, like, I mean, pretty much every tournament has all the players streaming, so it's really just like, why would I watch the tournament's channel when I could watch?
Keeper itself.
Yeah,
Player.
Are they down at the bottom?
they're just in
All
this place.
portal.
Placing a portal.
The other cool part about this game is the characters, which we didn't really get to talk about, but I'll give you get an example of Wraith, who's one of the best.
Reloading.
Bloodhound's one hit up top. Challenge me? That Bloodhound's still one hit over here.
I got him.
Rings
Last one's on the roof, I think.
Reloading.
No, he's in here.
Reloading. Reloading.
Oh, it's not what I wanted to do.
It's a caustic inside. Careful.
Yeah, no.
My shields.
That's
That
miserable.
Gib
Wait,
Is
just
that a
Blood?
Gibble? Yeah, I think that was a Gibble.
Okay, Gib ulted.
I think we have another group pushing us.
Yeah.
We can just portal reset. Portal reset. We get high ground again. We retake high ground.
Need you
They're pushing right towards the portal, be careful.
I mean, if they hit take a portal, I'll destroy them.
Yeah, I've got my Peacekeeper charged.
There's one right there. They're right beside of the portal. I didn't scum the Bloodhound though.
I'm ulting it.
Okay. They're killing each other down there, I think. Okay, so someone bled out. There's only two
Yeah, when
teams
did
left.
it out?
Somebody white armor. I can't really snipe
I mean, I kind of want to
Good punch
repush
like
that. Are we feeling it?
down.
I'm here with you.
Eyes are
I'll set up
open
a
now.
zip line for us to get out wherever we want.
It sounds like they're just looting. Yeah. Down one.
Fine.
Easy.
Reloading.
Alright, all the loot belongs to us.
Mouse.
Well, with the idea that you'd rather watch someone else is like what Twitch Rivals is doing, correct then?
Generally when I'm watching Twitch Rivals, I'm watching like
The actual
somebody's
player.
individual perspective. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like that is in that sense.
Do you have any batteries?
I don't have
Yeah,
any
there was like
batteries.
three on one of those bodies over there.
I need batteries though.
Patching myself up.
I don't have any.
Taking a knee.
Do you guys have any extras now?
I just have the 2 on me.
Okay.
I can drop.
Oh,
you some.
I found 3. I found 3 stack. Oh, I'm. Never mind. We're good. So, all right. Well, let's just say that what the game has now continues to grow, right? Like, what it is
Myself up.
to you guys. So when we think about Fortnite, you know, memes aside, you know, it's the we always say like 12-year-olds, yahaha XD, right?
Recharging
What is
shields.
Apex as far as culture goes? Like, is this targeted at the audience that loved playing? I mean, I feel like in the beginning it was like, you know, if you like to play Halo, then you probably like to play Apex, right? Like, if you're
Yeah,
coming into this game, what
It's like
background
play
do you need, or what
like,
where
like
do you
the
fit
old
in?
Shooters is what I get from it. Like I feel like there's like a gun from like Years of War. There's like Halo guns that are kind of similar. There's like guns that are similar to COD guns that were really fun to use.
Right.
It's kind of like nostalgic almost in that way.
The
When someone
retroness.
When someone sold the game to me, they were saying that the devs were the ones that made Modern Warfare.
That's
And
true.
I absolutely enjoyed Modern Warfare. So I was excited to see the shooting mechanics and what they bring to this. And they also have one of the better netcodes.
That's true as well. I've actually played on the. I played on
It's
the.
also very fun to slide.
If you like fast-paced shooters, I found with this game, when I fall in and I get into a gunfight and I die, I don't say BS. I don't say, you know, this game's stupid. A lot of the times I find myself saying, I could have won that, or I could have done something differently.
It's not
That guy's a monster.
Yeah, it's not the game. It doesn't feel like the game's fault. Obviously, there's times when they have the better armor and they have the Kraber and the Mastiff, and they're just pumping all the best guns in the game. There are times when that happens, but a lot of the times when I lose a gunfight, I feel like I could have done better. Ooh.
Gotta hop up here. Turbocharger.
There's the Kraber. Speaking of, I'm
I
going.
had him for 160.
I'm gonna.
They're ulting.
Kind of
They
want
just-
to. Let's just go to the cave. Just go to the cave. Reset. Can you guys get to the cave, or you guys?
I can get back up.
Okay, watch the headshots. I think for me too, this game took a lot of the. Ah, man, I want to go for that. I'm gonna portal out there.
Follow the tunnel.
This game took a lot of
In the corner.
the.
They're watching.
Yeah. The things that Overwatch was doing well, and stole them basically.
Having like different characters.
Put them on their own characters and made them a little less oppressive, and added them to the gunplay. You know, so if you're playing in squads, it's a lot of fun. We need to take that portal, I think, guys. We need to take that portal and push to the compound.
There's one there and one there.
I don't know how we're gonna do that without getting blasted. But
Can smoke us?
Yeah, can you smoke and we go
Like
that way?
halfway through?
Yeah, go. Give us one more smoke, like.
Get that.
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
just
8
go.
seconds, 5
Grappling.
You need to get behind rocks. I think the camaraderie of it too. It's a game built around squads, which I think is pretty sick. A lot of BRs are like solo.
Target over there. Opening fire on the enemy.
On my right.
Hostile
Never mind.
spotted. Arc star out.
Holding.
Heads up. Dropping the plane.
Throwing arc star.
Is he like right on this rock? Sounds like there was a guy right behind us.
Give me a sec.
Watch
Out
that.
here.
Watch that Kraber. We got circle and 44 BBJ. If you want to just slow
I'm on
down.
the roof.
Frag out. Throwing arc star.
Recharging shields.
But I actually do think the devs have said though that they are gonna eventually add duos and solos.
They want to expand it to not just threes.
Yeah, I think that it'd be interesting. I mean, even just talking about that, like, what would that look like?
The solos would be insane.
Yeah, right? What, would everyone just run around as wraiths, or would you
Everyone-
find
everyone's a wraith.
Pathfinders? I mean, Lifeline's pretty decent there.
Ooh, I just
You hit an Arc Star?
hard one. Yeah.
On the roof, on the roof. I'm nading. Oh, I stuck one right here, too. Oh, I hit one, too, there as well, on the roof. They gotta push out soon.
Next to BJ. Yep.
And inside, just choking a piece deeper.
The Wraith is one hit. On me. I knocked two. Last one.
Fuck, on the backside. It's coming me.
Easy.
I'm running through
You
the
can't
gas.
go to the gas, dude. Nice.
Through the gas.
I'm not going into the closet, guys. You can't make me. GG. Yeah, I think that that team aspect of this game is pretty cool. And I think 3 is the right number. I think 4 is oppressive for squads. And I think that 2 is actually a really sweet spot. I think duos is fun. And even with this game, I find that like when I'm playing with another person and then our third player maybe quits or DCs or whatever, when you play duos and like go in together, it's actually a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they went to 4 on this, it would not be the play. It would not be the play. So if you guys have never seen Apex Legends characters, these are all the legends in the game. I can just show them off really quick. And if you right click on them, all of the stuff comes up for them. They each have a passive, a tactical, and an ultimate. The issue right now with the game is not that their abilities are good or bad. It's that a lot of the characters that people are playing that are the best are picked because of their hitboxes, which is kind of stinks, honestly. So if you look at a character like Wraith, she is, as you can see, a very small character, small hitbox. This character has the smallest hitbox in the game. Whereas a character like Gibraltar, he's massive. I mean, it's almost impossible to miss him. And the thing is both of them have the exact same health pools. So, you know, if you're
Unlike Overwatch, where
unlike Overwatch, where you're playing
a
Monkey
large target and he's got 500 HP, and then you're shooting at a small target and they have 150.
Yeah, like, you know, you think about shooting Winston in Overwatch, he's got 600 health or something, right? And so, of course, you're getting hit by every shot, but then you also have your bubble to protect you. And then if you get really low, you can ultimate, and immediately now you have max health again. You know? So it's tough because it does give characters a unique personality, but I think right now the devs are having an issue with that balancing
You're right.
the game. It is like, it does feel cool because you're Gibraltar. He's this massive Samoan brother, right? Like, that's exactly what he is. And if you're into it, you're into it. It's just you're putting yourself at a disadvantage in comparison to playing something like Wraith, where you're gonna have no issues at all. People are gonna miss shots. I don't know. It's interesting because, you know, Gibraltar has a really good tactical, which is an unpenetrable dome that goes around him for 15 seconds, and his defensive bombardment, his ultimate, if you're in it, you just die. So they could make the passive stronger on the bigger characters, maybe, just to incentivize players.
More health.
Is that
Armor.
is that
More health's a slippery slope, though.
yeah, I know.
It could be
Because, like,
yeah.
then if you give him too much health, then why would I play any other character?
Yeah.
It's like, I have more
That's-
health.
and
If I land the same amount of bullets as they land on me, I kill them first.
true.
Then we get into that if I punch you and you punch me, no matter, you know,
1v1, you're always gonna lose.
you're always gonna lose because I have more health. Yeah.
Then if you put two, like, very good players against each other, it matters which one has more health, not, like, assuming they both land the same percent of shots.
But then again,
It's a
when
tough
I look
balance.
at a Gib, I'd never miss shots on him. Right? Like, so what? He needs something. He needs something.
Got this round squared away.
Like, absolutely needs something. So we just played a game as we just played a game as Wraith, but we'll play a game as Pathfinder. So this is
Ready to go.
a lot of people's favorite character, and a lot of the reason is because he's basically Spider-Man, where he can zip around,
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty good at this.
he can
Okay, I do
create
lie,
all
but
sorts
not this
of
time.
cool plays. Very flashy character to play, but again, he's on the bigger hitbox side. So the reason why we wouldn't want to play him is because he gets hit more often. Sadly, the game's hitboxes are a little messed up after the most recent patch, so he sponges bullets now, which is a very weird thing, making him maybe one of the better characters in the game. Here we go, here again.
I say we land here. Cancel that.
Okay, so a follow-up question on this whole conversation, and I think it feeds really nicely into it, is how serious do you guys think the current esports scene for this game is? Where it's at? It's been about a month, maybe coming up onto 2. Is it at a serious esports spot yet?
Sorry, I'm kicking somebody right now.
Yeah.
It's not, like, bad, but it does seem like
Oh,
Uh-oh. As we drop, dude.
they're chasing me.
I'm coming.
I shot them with some bullets.
I
Now they're
shot
shooting me with some
them.
bullets.
We're going down, boys.
Two of them are down.
Okay, where's the last one?
Right here.
I don't know.
Stumming Chan, dude.
Now he's hitting me.
Imagine being me and losing this fight. I have no armor.
His armor right there. Trying to block him.
No! I hate the Prowler for that reason, dude. You get to shoot 3 times, and it's it. That's it. I literally missed my... Oh, I should have just reloaded my flatline. Oh, that was a bust. A bust.
So what was the question exactly? Like, how long?
As of
How
right now, how serious is esports looking for Apex Legends?
Well, haven't we seen any huge events yet?
Pretty much only Twitch rivals, and then like
Right.
small like pretty much the equivalent to like wager matches from like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Like even Fortnite for a while was a lot of wager matches before.
That was like Nick Merckx, for example,
Yeah.
came
Well,
up
I guess
through
I mean you can kind of start seeing it being built because you've seen some rosters, right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
teams.
Orgs have.
So they're
They're basically picked up as streamers
It's that simple.
more
for
than
now.
anything. And then yeah. And then they're banking on a
I could win this
competitive
thing with
scene.
one eye closed, or both eyes closed. Hell, I don't
so it
even
really
have to
just depends
show up.
on how much
Good luck. Have fun.
exposure, how much attention that's going to get, and how successful that will be to determine the future of Apex esports.
Also, it seems like pretty much every esport has to be financially supported by the game developers. Yeah.
I would say this game probably made enough money at this point to at least do something, right?
Pretty sure it had like the most money in a single like on a release month of anyone. I think it made 92 million in its first month.
Which a lot of it came from just the overall explosiveness of the game. Right?
Yeah.
'Cause when we think about it, it like came out of nowhere even when it came out. And it was like, wow, all of a sudden we have an amazing game.
Well, let's say it does get established. How does a new team get into the scene?
Yeah,
There's
exactly,
no,
right?
qualifier. There's no like.
I mean, they're just that would depend on like more of the tournament, like people setting up tournaments and stuff. Like who does that?
Yeah, but so let's say tomorrow, me and Chin and you want to make it as a pro. We can't grind a ladder.
I mean, you effectively have to just.
Spam.
I mean, there's like a what is it? It's like a website
there
that
is
does like.
there is
rankings
the
or
Apex
something,
Pro League too, I think, right now. Discord. Which I'm actually in.
Oh yeah.
And they're doing scrims in that. I forgot about that. That's actually sponsored by the devs of this game.
It is.
Yeah. So that's actually interesting if you think about it. Oh, I dropped an alternator.
Did we loot that? Were there people here?
I didn't see anyone.
I know something hype for me and BBJ tomorrow is we actually get to play in Twitch Rivals. Which would be super sick. I hope the game pops off.
I think we all want it to. It's just can't because no battle royale's really done it successfully. I would say.
Not Fortnite success.
PUBG has.
Well, I mean, does
Attempted.
Fortnite even get good viewership on its tournaments?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, obviously the streamers still do so well, and I mean even with this game, a lot of the streamers nowadays are a large portion, like Shroud for sure. Blue armor. No. I do have blue armor. I think there's another. Yo, right here. Life one. Trash. Okay, thank you. Blue armor on the stair. Oh shoot! I'm reloading. Nice. Yeah, right here, Chin. This guy, I think.
Oh, maybe not.
Jacked.
Yeah, I mean, like even for this game though, right now, like Shroud stream probably will do better than Twitch Rivals, right? Like, which is a good thing though. I think, I definitely think that the Twitch, and you said it before, the Twitch presence of the game outside of the esport definitely helps define the size of the game as an esport. And for this game, I would say that the viewership is pretty good, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's passing up Fortnite anymore. But it could be,
I think
you know.
Fortnite just has such a grasp on the market. It's going to be hard for them to lose that at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think the younger generation is stopping playing it more. I don't think it's the big game like where you go to school and that's all the kids are talking about, right? So then if you're not playing it, you're like left out.
which is what
I
it
don't think it
was
is that.
before.
Yeah, and then where if you're a kid not playing Fortnite, you're just like ostracized by the class
I
almost.
feel like if I were to go back to when I was in high school, and let's say me and Chin are playing video games, I would say me and you are playing this game, Chin.
I mean, if it released at that time,
Yes,
or-
yes,
yeah,
yes.
it would have the hype. It was also a different time then, because games
Well, this
weren't
game is free. Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody was like releasing free games back then.
That's true.
It was like $60 Call of Duties.
Now it's just a whole other like demographic.
I guess my question is, and I think this game does it because of exactly that. It has all ages excited for it. Whereas I know, like, with Heroes of the Storm, one of my biggest problems with that game was that while the community and the game were awesome, there was no youth.
Shotgun bolt here.
Uh,
Level 3.
it was
Bolts increase rate of
Yeah, nobody's looking to like get into a MOBA when they're young and it be Heroes of the
Heroes
Storm.
of the Storm, yes. Whereas I think with this game,
Enemy spotted.
even though Fortnite dominates, this game still hits that market of those young kids, of those high schoolers, of those middle schoolers. Are there people there you just landed on?
Yep.
Alright, I'm coming. That game didn't. He's jumping?
Yeah, they are.
Down.
Gonna recon now.
Enemy down. Reloading.
Is there more up here, or is it just that guy?
Fine.
They're behind.
Shots fired and it hit me.
God, there's
Oh, I
a
got
Pathfinder
stuck.
hitbox, dude.
Decoy escape.
We have a group behind us as well. We're kind of pinched.
I'm zipping out, maybe.
Pushing us out.
BBJ, there's a zip right there. That's that dude's boys, I think. The ones we killed.
This is waiting.
Recharging shields.
On the right. Spotted. Give my shield
That was my ult, just to zone him.
Okay.
Setting up my decoy.
But I actually think that that in itself is marketable.
To recharge. Repairing.
Yeah, there's no. It's
On our
not
right?
like
Maybe, yeah, right by us, for sure.
Reloading.
got a longbow up there.
Where are they? I just heard those
Yeah.
people. Like in this house to our right almost.
Look out, grenade.
They're throwing grenades at me.
That's right here.
I heard him, yeah, I heard him shuffling
Unless it's
around.
like a mirage
Could have been, could
decoy,
have
but
been.
Firing.
with water?
You just poured it up.
Underneath us
there.
again.
Spotted.
Yeah.
Coming
yeah.
up, yeah, it's bang. I knocked his armor.
Dropping on him.
He's gone under. There's someone triple taking at us across the way.
Knocked him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to scum him. There you go.
Okay.
off the mic. Spotted. Give me a second.
You
Recharging
say there's
shield.
2 people triple taking at us?
There's one over here, triple taking.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, is that
there's-
behind us? Gibraltar behind us.
We-
Ugh.
And up
God,
top.
Jesus.
Found a guy up there. We can go up here. We can go
Okay,
up here.
okay. Zip up, zip up, zip up, zip up.
Recharging shields.
I'm gonna grab this guy's armor.
Good job, me.
Drop the purple armor there.
Reloading.
I am repairing myself.
Shielding. You can maybe shield cell it out. I don't care.
I can't.
Or battery. Do you have a battery? I don't have a battery or anything.
Do not. I have a Phoenix.
Maybe if I can get it some breath, I'll shield cell it up.
I could Phoenix kit. I give you a Phoenix kit for it. They're bolting over there.
We're getting pushed by the storm. A little monk ass. Ah, it's not too bad. We're good. We're good. I can zip us. Are you guys still up here?
We're down.
No, went down. We're going like this way.
This way.
Still a team nose in front of us too. Here's their robots. They're on the balloon.
Coming. Are we ballooning, or you want to zip from here?
I'm ballooning up onto them.
Where are they at?
Got one spotted.
Right
High
there.
ground? Okay. Yo, there's one
The
zipping.
one on the, yeah. Oh,
This is kind of dicey.
Going over here.
I'm going here. I'm going here
The next ring is quite far.
with BBJ. There's a whole team in front of us, BBJ. There's two teams.
Chill for a sec.
I destroyed 2 of them. High ground.
It's on me.
Shots on her, knocked her.
One down
I
here.
killed
was
someone with a
low.
grenade too.
Come the lifeline.
Okay, I scummed the jib.
I killed another Gib.
Okay,
In the
they're
cave.
up top in the tunnel. Yeah, I'm nading it. Shooting at me.
Recharging shield.
Is that us or them? Probably them,
No,
right?
it's not me.
I'm just gonna turtle chain. You can come back to me, maybe.
Yeah.
Hit her on the corner.
Is
Coming
armor
out. Raj.
Roasted one.
He ulted.
flipped? Knock.
Downed another. They're getting shot at from another team. I
I'm
downed
gonna-
3.
I'm gonna-
They're all 3 down. They
I'm
have a self-res.
looting. Coming out.
Self-reviving next to you. I got him.
Nice.
There's still another
Careful,
team.
Chen.
I
Can you
got
cover?
around
Can you cover for me, BBJ? Throw nades or something?
Yeah.
I get Chen
I
up.
don't have nades, but I'm
Just shoot
sniping
at
him.
them. I hit one with a grenade actually.
Broke one's armor.
Chen, you got Phoenix?
them. Yeah, I'm Phoenix.
Okay, go.
Thanks for having my back.
Arc star out.
They're like right on this rock. One was.
I hit the race armor. Got 2 looking at me. I don't really want to peek that. Red, nice.
Great. Pushing up. Broke her armor.
Oh, last one's here.
Another one.
Pushing that.
Reloading.
Nice.
Reloading.
Could be another team here.
Yeah, loot quick.
Hell yeah.
All right, so the next question that fall into this, now that we're all looting, do you think that you can start this game up tomorrow if you're just Joe Schmo, you got some free time on your hands, you can start it up, and you can play, 3 times a week and feel competitive? Is it a game that takes infinite time to get good? Or is it a game where after a few reps, a couple weeks of playing,
The ring is in close.
you're gonna feel, oh god, new team. You're gonna feel
Another group.
competitive.
Hold that.
Yeah. Let it soak, let it marinate.
Gibraltar's 1 HP.
From that side.
No, another behind us, 80 headshot. Come
Pushing
here,
with
boy.
you.
Knocked him. Come on. Reloading.
Reloading. I killed
Teammates are gonna rush up. They're dead.
There's 2 teams here. No, maybe there's not.
Kill them all?
Yeah. I think so.
Gold peacekeeper here.
Keeper here.
Yeah, so are you gonna lose to that 12-year-old that's putting in 8 hours a day because you're only putting in 2? Or are you going to feel like you have a chance when you get into that gunfight?
I mean, I think if you compare it to like Fortnite, you definitely have a better chance of winning. Like the skill ceilings, in theory, lower. I think by a decent margin, because it's really just like shooting.
Yeah,
It's
gonna
a
depend,
simpler
like,
game.
on your familiarness with shooters.
But I also think you can get better at it pretty easily.
You can definitely get
like
better, yeah.
the player base when the game first came out was like terrible at it for the most part. Like you go on a server and 80% of it was
Everyone's
just
running around.
'Cause
really
there's always
like
a learning
free
curve.
if you were good. But now it seems like people have understood like first off like what guns to grab and how to like loot faster so you don't run into people who are
Might be people on us.
just white armored up really
yeah.
late in the
It's
game.
gonna take you a bit.
And you actually go against people who have like wingmans and can land it, or like R99s, Spitfires.
I
stuff like that.
think about like this like we'll make a comparison. If we were to compare this to that's called in right there. If you were to compare this to like PUBG, right? Is this easier than PUBG?
I think so. Every time I played PUBG, it felt like I would die and not like know what I did wrong, right?
Uh huh.
got two groups here.
We might be in between two teams. We are. Yeah, we need to reset this. There's a team on the right shooting at us, and there's a team on the left. Let's just go to circle. Let's just go to circle. This is a little dicey.
Too risky.
Yeah. So I asked that question because I think that for me, that has a lot to do with. Do I have a fast backpack?
Whether a game stays around or not.
Yes. Yes.
Because eventually, if the casual player base can't have fun
Playing
'cause they
against
just
the
get
competitive.
destroyed,
Yes. Then that ruins.
the normal player base, because then, I mean, honestly, if you get in a game, like Fortnite kind of is now, where everyone's really good, a lot of people aren't going to enjoy playing it. It's just, everything's hard, you know?
Yo, let's take the zip line up.
Let's explore this way.
Yeah, so that's essentially my question. Is this game, hey dude, you want to watch the Apex tournament because we just got done playing Apex this week? These guys are literally blasting each other. I can zip us there. And will that continue to stay that way? I think this is the sickest third party of our career. You guys want to learn how to win in Apex Legends? Let the other two squads kill each other like this, and then zip line in and shoot
There's
them
one
twice.
person left.
Yeah. He's rezzing his boys.
He's inside. Yeah.
I think he's in this room. He's either in this room or up top, middle.
Might be
No, he's in
top.
this room.
Fire on the enemy. Reloading.
Like, those guys just fought each other the whole time. Come in, do 50 damage, get the win.
Like first week, you're probably not gonna know to do that. Like let the two teams fight, right? You're gonna still be feeling out
You are the Apex
the match
champions.
Yeah.
and what's a good play, what's not. How do you
Someone
determine what a good move is?
Joey saying in the chat that him and his brother suck, but they still have fun. So my question to Joey, so we'll get some chat interaction here, is because you guys have fun playing the game, would you be interested in watching competitive esport of the game, right?
Does the casual player base care about
Do you care about that? Like, would you watch a
the
pro?
competitive?
Yeah. Do you feel like you learn watching a pro too? Because I think that's another big thing, right? I know with like certain games, you want to watch the best players play. Even BBJ just said it. I'm gonna watch the best player, and the reason for that is because he's probably trying to learn from the best player.
This game has a lot of mechanics that others don't.
That's true. There is a ton. There's so much deeper roots to this game than I think. That I think people miss out on. So this is an interesting statement here. Is you don't know how much you can learn from competitive play. Like, is it even worth it for us to use a wingman? I mean, that's true. See, but my question is then,
Time to win and stay
watching a good player use a wingman, does that encourage you
alive.
to want to try to use a wingman and land shots with it? Like,
I'll be honest, that
for
happens
me,
sometimes.
with a more competitive background and a drive to like be the best, when I see someone else use a wingman and they're really good with it, I'm like, I'm gonna be as good as that player, right? So then I become like a machine where I'm forcing myself to learn something, right? And the only reason I would do that is because someone that I think is better than me is doing it. So I'm trying to almost regurgitate it out of my own play.
Yeah, but it's also different than like MOBAs or even like Fortnite, where you're watching someone build and trying to get like an idea there, because it's really just aiming, right? Like you can copy a player's like movement or like where they go on the map to find the most amount of kills or
That's
whatever,
true.
but a lot of it's just raw aiming.
So there you go. That's
Yeah.
This is a for anyone who is interested in playing Apex, you aren't going to get as much watching someone play as you are just legitimately playing it, right?
Fire on the... I am taking fire, friends. Reloading. Enemy taken down.
But they're all things like that. There are things that people pick up clearly, because like early days in the game, when you down somebody and they were next to a door, nobody would block the door.
True.
Like holding doors.
I got dudes on me.
All mechanics like that.
See a guy across the way too.
I got from watching people play.
Getting shot at. Reloading. Enemy killed.
Oh, did you knock that?
Octane coming behind. I knocked the guy on top of the roof.
Oh my god, that guy got humiliated. I need meds.
Not know where I'm getting shot at from.
Does anyone see meds anywhere?
I got a battery.
I'm good on shields. I need heals.
I have 2 syringes.
Got 2 syringes as well.
Okay, then I'll come to you guys.
I need shields though.
I have shields. I have shields for you. Somebody just
Res.
res. Oh, is that the up top res?
That
Yeah, up
Octane.
top, up top.
Hang on.
Recharging shields.
I mean, for me, like one of the most major changes I ever made to get better at a shooter was to lower my DPI,
Yeah, me
my
too, dude.
sensitivity.
Jesus, that was a big.
But it took me, you know, years to figure that out. No
And
one
to
told me about it.
even get good at it once you change it.
Yeah. Because there's that adjustment period. Like if you're used to zipping around with your mouse, and now you have to feel like you're
I'm actually trolling.
yeah, hold on. Struggling to move your mouse across your mouse pad to get.
Right? You change your DPI, and then all of a sudden, like, the world is moving at a snail's pace.
Yeah.
But then you play that for a year, and now all of a sudden, you're a beast. I'm out of syringes again. Chin, you have syringes? I found some on the guy,
Yeah, I got
actually.
2 here.
Giving my shields a recharge.
That's another tip. If you guys are watching and you're starting up this game, try to bring your DPI down. This is coming from me, who went from 1600 to 1200, and now I'm playing at like 800.
Using grapple.
Like huge changes to my DPI. The other thing though that is cool, and this is something that I'm getting from the chat, is it looks like you guys, while you know maybe watching streams or whatnot doesn't help, it looks like you are encouraged to get better and to improve, and that in itself says a lot.
Barrel stabilizer here.
There's a DMR here
Be something good there.
about the game, because that means you want to keep playing, right?
Cause like I feel like when you first start the game, if you like it, then you'll have fun whether you win or lose. But then eventually there comes like a tipping point where you're like, all right, I want to get good and actually win games. From there.
That's so true.
Setting up a zip line.
Do I hear people, Chin, or is that you?
It's me, probably.
So, okay. Yeah, I guess it's interesting.
Monk ass.
Firing.
You got a team on you?
Shooting at me. Enemy
Can you
down.
zip,
I
zip,
might.
zip, zip, zip?
Grenade, watch
Like,
out.
use your, yeah,
1 minute. The ring
use
is
that thing. I'm coming.
Go Bazumbo. Bam, bam.
What?
Fool him.
She's one hit.
She's
Get around.
low. She's low.
Rockstar out.
I still keep walking there.
Throwing on stun.
Moving
That
left.
arc star hit her.
45 seconds.
I got him
Ring's
up.
not too far. I'm okay with that.
Somehow my pump didn't go off before I went down.
Okay,
The
so
1v3.
outside of
very helpful. I am repairing myself.
changing your DPI, maybe getting a new mouse pad,
Only 30
moving your
seconds left
position
on
of
the
your
clock.
monitor,
Close.
you know, obviously you can make all of these. Wait, what? What? You can make all of these changes to get better. What do you guys think
10 seconds.
you can do
Ring's
outside of
door.
just spamming hours of gameplay to actually improve at this game?
I mean, there's that one aim. What is that aim thing?
Kovacs? That's
Yeah.
called in. Or yeah, that's map.
Right,
Or
right on
not
top of the
map.
building. Looking at it.
He's one hit on the roof. I can't hit him.
Can't either.
I got him.
There's one
My
on the
right.
back. Oh, what?
He's knocked.
I mean, I'm gonna grab his armor.
Another one in the back. You have another question?
I think that's it. Loot quick though.
Goodbye to that squad.
Never mind. It was a shot in the distance.
Half the squad's remain. Incoming care package.
So Kovacs.
Recharging shields.
Aim trainers.
Kovacs is an aim trainer. Yeah. So it's essentially a simulator for FPS, where instead of waiting to get into the position where, oh, I need to hit my shots, the game is essentially just continues to put you into those situations, right?
Yeah, so instead of having to only practice shooting when you like are looted and have a gun and find an equal fight, basically just, I mean, you do it for an hour.
Instead of playing 10 hours of this, and the next time you'll shoot, you might shoot a little better.
It's basically training your muscle memory
Yes, that's true.
when it comes down to it.
I think muscle memory is huge for really any competitive game. When you want to be the best or you want to beat your friends on Saturday night, the guy who's coming.
Taking out more enemies. Reloading.
Is that guy just standing there crouched? Wait, this guy was like this, dude. Oh my.
Sneaking.
Dude, I swear the brushes in this game sometimes you just can't see
This
it.
kid.
one.
Enemy spotted. The new kill leader.
Yeah, down there.
Heads up, got one here.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Let's go solo.
Might be.
His teammates might have died. I think there's 2 body bags up here. Yeah, his teammates
We
probably
could
died.
have third-partied that.
Pretty sure we did.
He's
Nope,
zipping.
that's a new team.
Is there a whole team?
Another team on our right.
Oh my. I am running for my life, and I'm probably not gonna make it.
Oh wow.
Chinzy didn't make it.
Recharging shields.
Yeah, he's coming me.
Double sacrifice.
We're gonna heal up.
No.
Just us left. Recharging shields.
Just gotta patch myself up.
I think something for me is rotations, and I mean, we just saw right there a really poor push rotation from us. If you're attempting to win,
Frag out.
doing what we just did is not it.
Frag out.
Did you have purple armor, Chin?
Yeah, I believe so. Or blue. Might have been blue.
Who are we shooting at?
There's a medic over
There's a
here.
dude to our right. Ah, I'm so weak again.
Bamboozle him. Recharging shields.
This medic
There's more dude to our right. Chin, we got 40 seconds on Chin.
Yep.
Airstrike coming in.
They're fighting each other in this house. That's it. New team. Oh, no. There's a new team too, I think. I'm
Probably grab my banner right now.
Yeah, grab his banner. 20 seconds.
got it.
Killed a bang.
Reloading.
Got bopped by a fucking nade.
There's a dude turboing in.
On a
The
bit
guy
of a
thinks I'm
spot.
hacking. He's on the roof, one hit. He's on your side. He's absolutely one hit. I'm pretty upset if he kills me. Okay, well,
You got a jump pad on the left.
I can't believe that just happened.
No.
I destroyed that guy until I couldn't hit his body.
Killed me.
I downed one of them.
Not this one.
It's not enough. I was blasting that game. Look.
Yeah, I think rotation wise, I think is really important. Even what we just did there was really bad, and then like what I just did there at the very end, like I had traded up on that guy. I just need to slow down. I just need to reload, get my gun back out. That was Shroud. That wasn't Shroud. That dude had numbers in his name. I don't think that was Shroud, but. There are things that you can do, I think, in these games that can help you win, even if you're not the best, right? Even if your shot's not amazing.
It's go time.
Yeah, there's like movement, rotations, it's just keeping track of like cover, stuff like that. And there is like using the abilities that each hero has well.
That's true too.
I'm ready for this. I am so ready
Just
for this. I am
effectively
extremely ready for
wraith
this. Are we ready?
portaling or phasing.
and me.
That's something you
Let's
can,
take
I think,
this
learn a
week.
lot from. Look, just learn from watching other players. I think that is that's something that watching pros
Your champion.
or a competitive tournament would help you with.
Pain, death,
His name is Hadouken.
nothing phases me.
So, as we drop, the question that we'll think about, and then we'll talk about once we've cleared out wherever we're dropping. And this kind of is a follow-up question, I think, onto what we were just talking about, you know, hours played, can you compete? Is, do you think having prior FPS experience for this game is needed? And I say that in a sense of, if I were to be just average guy
Reloading.
and start up a game of Dota, I feel like I'd be depressed. Oh, I'm spooky in this guy. Because how hard it is, right? Like, I just stand no chance.
Ooh boy, this was rough for you.
But if I were to start up a game of Heroes of the Storm, oh my god, I got a dude behind me, and he's got something, and it hurts.
Go
Trying to get you.
bamboozle. Recharging shields.
Snipe me or something?
He's on the top.
There's one.
I think he's in there. I think he's got DMR. Got blue armor too.
Fired. And they're
He's
hitting
very
me.
weak, hurt.
Reloading.
Ooh, punched him.
Reloading. Whole squad down.
Good work, kill leader. Hell yeah.
Reloading.
Yeah, so what do you guys think?
I mean, I think it depends on like what games you come from. Like, if you never,
Yeah.
you know, played like games at all,
If you've never played an FPS game,
pretty.
do you think you can or cannot play this game?
No, I think FPS games are probably easier to learn than like MOBAs, or definitely easier than like an RTS.
Yeah, think about
Yeah.
what it would
'Cause
take.
It's kind of just like there's nothing that you really need to get explained to you too much. It's pretty simple. Of like a, you know, you kill somebody before they kill you. You just dropped over here on top of Mac.
Are they on top
I
of
mean,
it?
you're gonna learn. You're gonna eventually know the mistakes you're making and attempt to fix those.
So you think a lot of this is intuitive?
More intuitive than
It's
a
gonna
lot of
take a
games.
bit.
Like if you're playing League and you're getting just destroyed and you're like, oh, where did I
Yeah,
mess
behind
up?
us.
You might not know.
I'm coming
But if
to.
you're playing like this game, there's a very clear like you died, you did bad here.
I'm actually so upset about this dumb robot. Hodor for a second.
Someone's
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
take out the new kill leader. They're too cocky.
That's 1 HP. But
Fine.
No. There's one with a devotion around the corner.
Is shielding in here?
Got it off. Careful. Oh. Wow. I literally shot the robot 6 times and not a single
I did.
bullet registered.
a lot of damage to him.
Not a single bullet registered.
We shoot him with wingman.
Yeah. I mean,
You can shoot wingmans at robots. People
I hadn't add the
take damage.
the worst part was that wraith. I could have bamboozled towards her. But yeah, I think that if you're a player and you're looking to play a battle royale game, maybe you've never even played an FPS game, this game would be a good start. Because it is intuitive. You do learn. You don't need to like learn. You don't need to read guides. You don't need to check builds. You know, you think about a game like StarCraft. If I were to play StarCraft right now, I have no idea what I'm even doing, right? Whereas I have a build order, and what makes me better than the other player is if I build that stuff faster than them, right? Like, that's how
So
I
what?
become better than you. It's not because you're gonna be doing the exact same thing as me.
Spent gun
So I would need to learn all
Smells
of
like
that.
victory.
I need to learn that I need to build this here and that there, and I build this. And if you're gonna build that, I need to build this. And if you push me like that, then I need to defend like this. Like, all of those steps, this game doesn't have. Because you're really picking up guns, you're running to the circle, and you're shooting at people when you see them, right? Keep using your abilities. You're healing with your heart.
This is a good LZ. Get the chance. We're dropping high.
Yeah, there's no like, oh man, I don't know if I made a mistake here or not. Like, you either killed them or you died.
Yeah.
You could be like, oh, I could have done this better, but like, in League, there's times where you're like, oh man, I messed up because they just had like more CS than me or something, and then they killed me. Or, I don't know, like more different types of errors in other games generally. This game is
More
kind of
errors
one
to be
error.
made. Yeah.
I mean, dude, just think about it's for a ton. I mean, for a ton of games out there, it's like that. But there's so many, you know, like in other games too. I think people tend to blame teammates. In this game, there is, you could technically argue that you can start to blame teammates, and I know a lot of people find that, you know, if you have a player in your team that's doing like 0 damage, it's very similar to if you're playing a MOBA and you just have a guy dying over and over. But at the same time, with a game like this, you know, I'll say to myself, let's say you guys die or something, I'll say to myself, well, I need to win the 1v3. And I have the ability to win the 1v3. In some games, you don't, right? I know we were talking about Counter-Strike in the beginning, and I think Counter-Strike's a good example of a game where being good rewards you. There are people here.
Yeah.
New kill leader.
I think they just opened up the chest right here. They
On
did.
my marker.
We need to get a grenade behind that before she runs in.
Where's Knocker?
Nice shooting, guys. Oh, right here?
Hostile right here, right in front of me.
I'm gonna go in and come.
Yeah, sure. She have blue armor. DJ, you're by yourself. Are you okay, Jen?
Yeah, yeah,
This guy is
Reloading. Kill
lagging?
I don't know where the other one got away to.
We got him. We got him.
Okay, here he is.
So for me personally, that's one thing that I really enjoy about Apex is you can be a breakout player. Some games that doesn't exist, right? Like some games, Chin, there's a heal drone back there. Some games like breakout players don't exist, and that's a lot of, I think, kind of spectacle too. When to watch that, you know, we have a player like Dizzy who people love, and he's blown up on Twitch, and it's because of how good he is, right? And I think that for me personally, that's a huge thing for growing a competitive game. Is having players that can do that.
Yeah, and I also think it's not like in Fortnite, there could be somebody who's doing insane things in like 1v3 or whatever, but if you don't know the game, it's really hard to tell.
Yes.
Whereas I feel like in this game, it's pretty easy to tell when someone's doing well.
Yeah, just watching them run into a. I mean, that's a good point that I guess we hadn't even discussed really, is like the digestibility of this game from a perspective of someone who hadn't even played it, right? Like, if you're just a dude, let's say my dad, random example, my dad used to love watching Heroes of the Storm, and he got to a point where he could kind of watch it and understand it. I feel like if he were to watch a game like this, he would be able to understand it, because it makes sense, right?
Let's smoke 'em.
The concepts are simple. Like the actual game can be complex and certain different mechanics and stuff, but for someone watching, it's pretty straightforward on what the goal is, stuff like that.
Backpack here. Level 2.
I have a level 2 backpack. I have no backpack.
You have none, yeah. It's a level 1 or
Backpack
2.
here. Level 1.
Not sure. I think that's important. So the real question now is, you know, I know with a lot of other VR games, they've created leagues. Is league the system? Is pubbing the system? Like, do we just watch people try to get high kill games? You know, one thing that I worry about with this game in particular is, you know, the future of it. Like, what does the future even look like for this game? Is it where we have teams of 3 and there's custom servers and people are dropping?
But like
Playing the
scoring, or-
game really like safe and
Like
slow.
playing the game really safe and slow. Like, we're not looking to get high kill games. We're not
Really
pressing teams like they're not going to hit their wingman shots. You know.
I mean, once there's like custom games, then it comes down to like what's the scoring like? Because that's the big thing about like Fortnite, and I think PUBG too. I've kind of like struggled with a bit. Is how much do you value kills? How much do you value placement?
For you guys right now, what would your best scoring be?
Check it out. Care package.
I mean, I don't even know because there's not customs, but I think Fortnite's kind of got an okay system now, where it's like 3 kills is 1 point, and then placements. I don't know what's first, like 5 points.
It's like top 25, you get a couple points. Top 10, you
sure.
get more points. Top 5, you get more points.
Yeah, but then like the top end of kills, like if you get 7 or plus kills, it's basically like you won a round, which I think is a good balance. Like if you get enough kills that,
Regardless of if
Like,
you win or lose, you should still feel good about your
still
score.
yeah.
Which is something that they've introduced. What do you think, Jen?
Well, so I haven't really watched too many competitive battleground setups, but I don't know, because by the end, like, you want to win a game and then that's it, right? If you won a game and then lost because someone got more kills than you, does that, you know what I mean? Like it's.
Well, the problem is if you set it as like, all right, you win if you win the game, then the play style becomes
Do everything to win the
basically,
game.
This is my corner of the map. I'm gonna chill on my corner of the map until the zone pushes me out.
I guess that's
And then-
true.
I'm gonna
It's just a
kill
total
0
other beast
people.
with a battle royale than it is with like I'll keep referring to Counter-Strike because that's the one I'm most familiar with, but it's a 5v5 team where you're going round per round.
Yeah.
First one to,
Win
16
X.
wins. Yeah, exactly.
Which is what they got to with Fortnite, but they had to generate a point system because each round generated points, right? So after 16 rounds, whoever had the highest points wins.
So then it kind of forces the playstyle to just get as many kills as you can.
Well, you still get points for placements. It's just that if somebody say somebody gets like 7 kills, and they also place well, that's when like
then they're gonna get
coming
the
in first.
juicy
Coming in first
points.
with 1 kill doesn't give as much as coming in,
Already in the next
5th
ring. I
with
smell
7.
victory.
Because I remember watching a Fortnite tournament where there was big prize pooling. I think it was like 10K or something if you got first place in a round. Okay, so similar to what you were just talking about. Like, if I won a round, I'd want to feel good. Okay, there's people up there.
Heads up.
And this kid legit stood in the corner. 55 purple, 86. He's very weak. That guy, the Octane on the ground.
I can't range this.
One jumping down as well. There to Gibraltar and Austin Bangs right there. Okay, shielded. Careful, careful. There was a kid though that literally didn't do anything, just sat, got to the end circle where it becomes a heal off, where you just heal and try to tank. They're all in your building, BBJ, and just spam healed and got 0 kills and won $10,000. That's a lifeline calling right there too. Careful, Gibraltar on you, BBJ. I think I just heard a Gibraltar. One in the basement. Chin behind you, purple armor. He did ult. The Gib ulted. He's no armor inside, bottom floor.
Give my shields a recharge.
all dead.
I heard a zip line. Robot somewhere, maybe right here.
Putting lead down range.
Across the bridge.
Near me.
Armor's broken. Another one across.
Taking fire. Spotted.
It's dupes o'clock.
I'm coming to you guys' basement. I'm in a battery. That robot's still on the side there.
Give him my shield to recharge.
Oh, yo. Healing. Careful if you here.
Give my shield a recharge.
I need to find a new gun that's not this havoc too.
They're coming in. He's on top of the roof, shooting in.
Knocked his armor up there.
Give me a stick.
Battering.
The roof guy. Challenged. He's weak. Very weak.
Got him.
He's coming. Nice.
Gun.
That's my armor. Has nothing in it. Oh my god, he's one hit.
Give me a sec. Recharging.
There's gonna be the last one. He might just rage
Myself up.
push us.
There's another team shooting at him. They were like up there.
Is there heavy ammo?
I'm not sure. I'm shield selling.
Recharging shields.
Some.
Phoenix
This guy's
kit
got
here.
a bunch.
Just gonna hit this Phoenix kit.
Just gotta patch myself up.
Oh, wow, he hit me to that window.
Get the bamboozling.
I still need a new gun that's not this energy rifle. Is there anything down here? Wingman.
R99,
Give me
Ooh,
a sec.
I want that.
Recharging.
301. Light ammo here.
Careful, he's
Oh my
like
God.
sniping through the window. He might have the scope.
I had that thermal.
Yep.
Good work. We're inside the next.
He had the shot from that window.
Hit him a bit. Oh, there's two of them.
Shot him back.
I shot one of them back. I think they're getting pushed by someone
They
else.
are.
I'm roping up.
I'm gonna hit a Phoenix and then I'll come. Yeah, it's interesting too. Like, does this game just become so popular because it's fun, and the esports scene doesn't mean anything, right? So now we're just creating content. We're just looking for content creators.
I kind of feel like it's more of an event style game than it is more of like a competitive esports kind of league sort of thing, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I think there's one below us.
Leave there below us.
I see him in the corner. Gibraltar, he's lit.
Knock the armor on that guy.
He's dead.
Taking fire. Using a med kit.
1 sec.
Recharging shields.
And to be honest,
Beginning ring countdown.
I don't know. I mean, this game could just be fun enough as a casual, play with your friends. You know, have weekends, right? And do fine. Honestly, it really could just do
Yeah.
fine being exactly that. Are there any more people up here?
I don't think so.
Calling in a last line package.
There's a drop behind us I might go for.
60 shots.
Gonna recon that way.
Rid of that. I guess there, you do have to learn. I mean, you do kind of have to learn the looting and stuff.
Get out there and bamboozle.
I mean a bit, but it's more like you just pick everything up and eventually figure out what you like.
The game's pretty intuitive when it comes
There's
to
also that RNG factor.
I think the ammo system some people get confused by.
Watching this spot.
Like I know when we were playing with Renal originally, I think he was kind of
in,
like,
in my OG days
how
of
do I
playing
know
2,
which gun?
I had that
which
same
ammo type?
issue. There's 3 squads left.
Like if the info's all there for you to figure it out, but it's kind of like not right there if
Until
you don't look at it.
you play a little bit.
'Cause, like in the bottom right, each gun has its ammo type right next to it.
Yeah.
But you're never looking there.
I will say there's a, so going back to like the scoring system for this game, I will say in Fortnite one thing that I really like, and they just added it recently, but you get shield on kill. I think that is so cool because that to me incentivizes killing people. Like imagine in this game, every time you kill someone, you got 25 shield. Like imagine what the
Yeah,
early
like,
game
in a
looks
competitive
like.
game, if depending on the scoring, like if there's no real incentive for killing people, then like, you know,
There's one.
there's
Right
no
here.
sense wasting meds.
Why would you waste ammo,
wasting
meds?
ammo,
Yeah. Whereas in Fortnite, you get
even
kills.
grenades. Like
get-
as long as you can hold on to stuff for as long as possible.
There
then you
was a
win.
dude here. There was a dude here.
Did he
He
fall back?
portaled. There's a
Right there.
portal. Oh, he's right behind this bush. He's crouched in the bush. He's very weak.
Knocked.
He has a legendary armor. I'm gonna try to scum him for the armor. You grab, or Chin, you grab it? Ah, fuck it, I'm grabbing it.
It's fine, it's fine. I got smoke.
Dude, on BBJ's right. Looking BBJ.
Tell me the other one. One.
They should all have purple armors, honestly.
Ready for bear.
I just refreshed mine.
Yeah, because if you don't give something for killing somebody, then why would you use resources to kill anyone until the last person, right? Like, until there's one more team left, and you're like, all right, now I guess I need to go out there and
Now,
get this last. Let me
I
use
can use
my
everything.
14 grenades and just chuck everything that I have.
It smells kind of like
Uh,
what I have for dinner.
yeah, it makes sense. I know for me though, I have personally enjoyed this game a lot, and I don't have much of a FPS background. I
Yeah, and
played
I like
Halo growing up.
Playing shooters on
Console even
console.
too. Yeah.
They're in here.
Yep, they are.
What's
They're
the
on the roof.
console scene even look like? You know.
Well, they're yeah. That. Oh, to your left too, BJ. Did you just?
Oh yeah.
I got that race one hit.
Giving my shield to
Oh, I missed.
Do we have two Cravers?
Yeah, I have one too.
Wow.
Yeah, I just fucking quick scoped his head.
Bam! I saw that. I was like, wait, that guy's down.
So that lifeline in the cave got down. I
Disgusting,
craved it.
dude.
You are the Apex
Ooh.
champions.
But I was gonna say, like, you know, I didn't have much. I had 1,200 damage in one kill, and I just got it at the very end. Lol. Yeah, like about been playing this game for about 2 months now, and I'm starting to finally feel like I'm making improvements. Even without any background of FPS and just playing every day. For me, like the fact that I can see that progress, I think is exciting, and it's challenging to be like, hey, there's 3 people. Let me see if I can take this 3v1, right? Let me see if I can hit 5 wingman shots back to back, or Spitfire
You and me, friend.
60 shot, you know, like even as BBJ just Krabered that guy, right?
I got the
Just
need for speed.
all of that stuff. Every time I play, I want to do it, and I want to do it better. So regardless of competitive esports, you know, whatever happens, I think that as long as a game has that,
I wish all of you could
people
fight
will
tomorrow
continue to
too,
play it.
But you'll be dead.
In comparison to like a game like, I don't know, The Division, which has, or Destiny, which has like these gear. It's like, it's almost like you're gated behind your time spent in grinding.
We're going.
I'm going Boca down, sorry. Like grinding out hours and getting the best of something before you try to go and
Step and
fight
slide
other
gear.
people. Yeah, exactly. This game doesn't have that at all. It's like, wow, that guy headshot me twice.
Well, I think that there's an appeal for that game. On a
For
different
that
level
reason?
Than this, yeah.
I guess that's true too.
That one. Boom. Another one down.
Right on somebody over there.
Yep.
Out for the count.
I guess that's true too.
The whole squad. Cool.
There is.
Squad in
Oh,
my
what is that?
dust. Let's do that again.
Nice work.
Reloading.
It's more just the
Taking a knee. Patching up.
next game. Next game. I want one more. And I think that I guess that's my point with this one.
Want it?
I have that every single time.
Round 1.
I'm done with the round.
Beginning ring countdown.
You just want to keep playing.
Exactly.
There's that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, simply put.
And I'll say all the other battle royales that have come out, those games, have not been as polished as this one too. Like you're gonna have some sort of.
Well, I just don't think the other VRs are actually good shooters. Like I think this is the first VR to come out that's actually like just a good. Like it could like I mean Titanfall 2 obviously was a standalone game and it's just like a
Yeah.
fine.
It's more of like a run and gun shooter. Where I think like PUBG is more of like sort of a military sim style
Yeah.
shooter.
Yeah,
Which
that's
some
supposed to
people
be
like
like
that. But
supposed to be like a more of a realistic. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How many
What the
people
heck?
want
Is there a person above me? Oh my god, that guy came out of nowhere. Whoa! Slow down there, guys. Careful, there's a lot of dudes down there with you, BBJ.
I
one of
know.
that pushing in on you is very lit. Oh,
That's tragic. There's two pushing me. They're gonna scum me out.
Are they in your room?
yeah.
They're just both in my room. There's no doors on the room. They're just looting my body. Kill them for free.
I mean, knock one, reloading.
One on the right, inner right side.
Down that one.
I'm lit.
I guess that's true. Is the
Charging shields. Come on, come on.
oh wow, they scummed you.
Yeah. Don't steal all my shit. I was so kidded.
Ammo.
No, not all my light ammo. I had so
No,
much.
I didn't take that.
I took your batteries because I'm gonna use one.
Charging on my shields.
But I mean, that also defends like PUBG, right? The case of if you're looking for that more military-based, structured shooter.
Yeah, if you want to play like a realism shooter, then it's probably the best. I don't know. I think there's probably better ones out there. Like, what was that one game? Escape from something?
Tarkov.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily a battle royale.
That's more of like a.
No,
but
it's not a battle royale, but it's like
right,
it's kind of like
it'll
a
satisfy
military
you.
survival,
Eyes up. Dropship incoming.
as realistic as they try to make them.
I need help.
True.
Dang, I don't have any heavy ammo at all.
I guess it would just satisfy the need if you want the military shooter, check. But I want a battle royale. Because there's also Arma, which is another military
That's
style
true.
game too.
I mean, that's
They
where a
actually
lot
had
of
a
this
battle royale
started,
for
right?
a while, yeah. Originally, like the battle royale came from
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's be
Arma 2
clear.
mod.
It started with Minecraft Hunger Games.
Was it really?
Shotgun bolt.
I didn't know that. TL.
I think the popularity
Alright, who jacked my R99?
came from ooh, who made that jump?
This guy.
Came from Arma 2's mod though.
Yeah. I don't think
Back
I
to
got a guy
like
right
the.
here.
Coming. I'm like nowhere near you if
Jumped
you
off.
can run.
I'm falling.
Can you come to me? I have medkit here, dropping on the staircase
Okay.
for you. Are they on the roof? Oh, they are. Blasted one of them.
Are you right at me?
Reloading.
Maybe this guy has heavy
They're
ammo for
not
me.
getting
Nope.
back up from that.
I can get out there.
Reloading. Down another one.
He fell.
Reloading.
Got down. I don't think he's gonna get the res. Maybe though. I see him. Oh, there's his boy. He got a Spitfire.
Getting back up from that. Reloading.
I got her. I'm lucky. Hopefully there's no scums.
Good job, me. Whole squad down.
You want to crawl in that building real quick?
Yeah, okay, we can go to the building. Oh. Shan, did you pick up my blue armor that was up top that was broken?
Yeah, maybe I did.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know. Was it on the body?
It was on a body up top, yeah.
Yeah, then probably did.
Okay.
I had a white.
Yeah, no worries. I was just like, That's from my blue armor. I gotta get rid of this.
Yo, we should def check out that care package.
What's it called?
Is there a peacekeeper anywhere?
There was like one on that guy. There's a peacekeeper up here with a long bow.
I need a little bit of heavy ammo. I have a wingman.
Yeah, I'll give you some.
I would say for me,
Let's go this way.
just like wrapping up the overall feel of this game,
Hop up here.
it
No
is
fear, sir.
very easy
Target over there.
to intro into, right? You don't need a lot of previous FPX experience. It's fast paced. The sliding feels great. Are we going to that drop?
Fuck yeah,
Think
we
so.
are.
You got a couple friends that want to play with you. It's perfect for that.
If not, they've made the game
Oh, the comms in game. Yeah,
well
that's so
enough with the
sick.
communication. Like,
That guy's got gold armor. He's one hit. Nice.
it's not
I'm eating.
There's a guy literally on the edge of this cliff. I don't think he has anywhere. He can
right
go.
here on me.
There's another team fighting. I'm coming.
Crawl
Crawl
off, my son. Crawl off.
There's another team like fighting over that way.
Good kill, friend.
I'm opening up this package.
Like the game is just very well rounded.
It truthfully is.
Where
Find
you're
it.
always lacking something in all the other VRs that have come out.
Throw an arc star.
And the only thing that this game's lacking right now is an esports team, which is what like this whole episode is about. Is will they make it happen?
Oh, that guy's hurt. Throw my ult.
They pulled. Blue armor right there. Knocked one.
Down that one.
They're getting hit.
There's somewhere around
One
here.
just ran to the right, up top.
There's one here as well.
Purple armor on that guy.
There was an
Top,
octane
he's
on
dropping
the low
down
ground.
towards the. He's taking the
He took the portal.
He's back on this rock. He's running.
Did we kill the wraith up top? That was
No,
on
it
the
was
portal?
Octane that was running
Oh, okay.
up top. Yeah.
Cool. We're doing great. Only 2 other squads remain.
Yeah, I like forgot all about the like in-game communication of this.
Ping.
I guess that's another point that makes it a lot easier for
Just anyone.
new players to come in too.
Yeah. For sure.
The in-game mic system, though.
You don't like the
Not.
on me, on me, on me.
Well, no, it's just the mic sounds scuffed as fuck in general.
Oh, that's true. Did we loot those other 2 bodies over there?
I looted him a bit, but pretty much just looking for light ammo.
Yeah,
Light
I
mags.
got a bunch here. We got 140 here for you.
Let's reposition here.
I have no idea where they could be at. Three squads left.
It's go time.
I don't know, like I think a big issue they could run into is eventually is like too many characters almost. Like if they start releasing characters too fast.
The
Then, like-
the MOBA issue.
Yeah.
Is that an issue though?
I think it.
I think in this game it could be. Like if it becomes too hard to tell what you're shooting at, it could get really annoying.
I guess that's true. I never thought about
Like
that.
even right now, sometimes I think I'm shooting at like a
Wraith and it's a
wraith and it's an octane or like yeah,
Just us and them. Come on,
that kind of thing.
It's a pretty
I
I
think
think I
it
just
also-
destroyed that.
With more characters, it might create more symmetry with certain characters and
Balance.
create more
Yeah,
metas. And,
synergy.
For me, I think I think it's cool because then it becomes like a rock paper scissors sort of thing, which could be sick. Like having counters and whatnot. That way, there's not just a best character. Instead, there's like best
Options. You
lineups,
don't have to-
right? Yeah. Like I actually think that would be cool. And more characters having that is a strength of the game, I would say.
Because are people really picking characters to optimize like
Their
They are-
playstyles.
abilities or the playstyles, or is it more just let's take the small?
Kind of a popularity contest right now. Like
Yeah.
either you're trying to win and you pick Wraith, or I don't
You're
know,
trying to get
Lifeline.
people to watch your stream because you're playing Gib every game.
Well, or you fucking have fallen in love with like Jaeger, Pathfinder,
Bang.
Caustic.
I'm a one-trick Bangalore main.
Dude, a lot of people are, man.
I mean, I was a
feel the most
one-trick Caustic for a while, so yeah.
In the beginning. That's true.
Who's ready to fly on a zip line?
I mean, why would you not want to have Pathfinder on your team when you can do that?
This is a pretty
Traverse
sick.
and
Side of
scout.
the ring.
This is a pretty zip setup right now.
Like, does this get us onto the rock? Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh. Excuse me? Can you only crouch there? No.
No, stand up.
That's so
But I-
funny.
Attention. Delivering care package.
I mean, yeah, here we go. This is another example of, like, fun things you can do in this
They
game.
usually carry rare platforms.
Like, why does this exist? Like, different
And
characters
in
create
38
that.
seconds, I'm pretty sure I can get us up there.
This way.
No, I don't think you can get to that high, dude.
I can get us on top of
But I'll
that.
tell you what we can do.
It's go time.
I can do this. So I can allow us to push. But
I'll see how
also,
faction.
back up. What's up, guys? Alright, I'll see you guys later.
Spotted.
Did we actually see them?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
They're right there.
Come on, guys. Do you think they see me?
They have a Pathfinder too.
I'm gonna go get this Kraber. Since they're so far away, I can beat them to it.
Enemy spotted.
Only see 2, no, 3. All 3 going that way.
Yep. I think they're also pushing towards it, so
Enemy spotted.
Yep, I'm hoping that my passive movement speed gets me there before them.
Soon, Chen. Soon we can leave. We're only allowed to traverse by zip line now.
okay. The floor is lava.
The floor is lava, baby. I have the Kraber. So this is.
I have a zip line for you to come up if you want.
They actually never crossed. I think they.
Can
oh,
you
no, they did.
get to me?
They went around.
I just zip lined down to there.
Might be something
okay.
good this way.
I can zip line to you
Here they are.
in a minute.
Oh, they see me. They're pissed.
Oh, that is the last group. Okay.
Yeah. They saw me shoot a Kraber at them. Are they just standing behind that rock? Oh my god, they're going for the zip.
We're setting up a
The
zip.
snipe out of the zip. Oh.
I hit him for 14.
Is there only 2?
No, there's all 3.
Oh, I hit a headshot up.
Back here.
Got them.
I won for 14 on purple armor. Oh,
Down that one.
No. Oh. Dude, don't let him get up. He's gonna try to res him. Oh, he's portaling him. Oh, he's burning. He's burning alive. They're gonna get him up, I think.
Shields.
They're in. Oh, no, no. Oh my god, that guy blasted me.
Here, I'm here.
Down.
Quick.
I blasted
hear
him.
you.
The enemy.
He might push us.
Broke the robot's armor.
Wow, that was crazy. I'm gonna try to Phoenix kit real quick.
Nap time's over.
Is he upstairs?
Yeah, he was upstairs at the other end of the hallway.
Oh, this
It was like in that. I blasted him. It's really weak. Broke 2 of their armors.
Setting up a zip line.
They're just throwing arc stars now.
They're trying to hit me. Fucking with them a bit.
Are they on the roof? Where are
How
they?
did one right on top of us?
Oh my gosh.
Router.
Oh wow, he hit the shot.
Oh my god, that's so many arc stars.
Reloading. More enemies.
2 up here.
Stumming
I
people.
don't know where the robot went. Battery.
There he is. He's right here. On you, coming. Easy clap. So,
You are the Apex
we'll be on our
champions.
last game here. But I guess
1 kill.
we'll do Gib, Caustic, Pathfinder. The
Oh, the
dream.
thick boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, alright.
But I was gonna say, I would say if you guys are wanting to get into Apex, maybe you want to be a little more competitive. You want to try to get some wins. Try to improve. I would say the best way to do it would definitely be to get a group of people to play with you. I think the more familiar you get with playing with others, the better and more success you'll have in this game. I know for me personally, I kind of like playing the game solo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I like to play it as like a let me prove myself and see if I can carry a team.
yeah.
Have fun, friend.
But not as like a I'm going to improve and like have fun and get better. Because I do think that there is some team aspect to this game that, like, if you go in and put damage on someone and you're playing with your friend, then he'll go in and finish the kill. Okay? If you're playing with someone that's offbeat and kind of doing their own thing, wait, do we? Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do.
Oh,
I know what to do. Yeah. We gotta win it. We gotta win it. Then you're not gonna have near as much fun. You're not gonna feel like you're improving. It'll be just, I'm gonna go to this house. It won't be as good. Will it be bad? No, like Chen just said, it's not bad. And it's kind of cool because you can kind of like proving grounds yourself, right? But, oh my god, there's so much shooting already by you guys. Chinsy, bubble.
It's right next to me. Yeah.
Bubble. I'm coming. I'm coming!
What is that spot?
There you go, guys. Good job. Here you go. That goes to somebody. That goes to somebody.
Down one squad. Healing up. Give me a sec. Repairing my damages.
That was fun. There's an armor, by the way, over there, Chen.
Open supply bin over here.
The other thing that I would do, if your aim is bad, I would look at getting Kovacs, which I think is a really, really good program that teaches you basically shooting through simulation so that you can build that muscle memory for yourself. So the next time that you need to shoot someone down that's taking a zip line or, you know, clutch out a snipe, you'll hit those shots because you'll have practiced them. I'm coming, BJ. Well, you're fighting a whole squad by yourself, aren't you?
Maybe. Blasted one. The robot had blue armor.
Reloading.
Shoot.
I'm a shield.
They all have blue armors. Pog. No. Oh, no. Oh. They're so weak, dude. They're so weak, Chin. You win these.
I launched myself as a sacrifice
Their
for
whole
Chen.
team had the old blue armors.
Blasted.
Dang. But I would say, yeah, Kovacs is super. Let's try that one more time. Let's go to relay. I think Kovacs is really good as far as training your movement speed. Two really big ones: mouse sensitivity and even your mouse pad. I would say have effect because, you know, with FPS games, being able to get that far range of motion on your hand, you're gonna have a much more success.
Like, I can show the size of my mouse
Yeah,
pad
I was
right
gonna
now.
say, let's see Chin's mouse pad size. Yeah, exactly.
This long.
Here's mine, even though it's scuffed. It's super dirty. Yeah. So the bigger your mouse pad, like, that gives you more range of motion, right?
Yeah.
Your hand you can scope further up. I think those are two really big ones that, like,
Pop the smoke, make
have
'em
no.
roll.
You could be the worst shot, but if you do that, if you work on your sensitivity, if you find the right comfortable sense, if you find what makes you feel good,
Friend, time to win.
then your success rate is just gonna go up so much.
Break a leg. Mine are made of steel.
And you're gonna feel like it's a struggle at first, but trust in the process and stick
Yes.
with it, because you're gonna feel like God, I'm you're getting an
I
arm
have to.
workout
Yeah, I
doing
have to do this. I have to do this. Yes, exactly.
I-
That motion that Chin's making is such a real feeling where you're like,
This is your champion.
dude, I have to. But if I shoot at somebody, I have to do this. But then your mind gets to a point where you see somebody on the screen, and then you're looking at the screen, but your hand is taking over, right? Your hand is, your brain is doing the. Oh yeah, baby, this is perfect. Your brain's doing that processing for you. It just takes a little while to get used to it. Alright, so as we drop into relay and hopefully not die immediately like we did last time, or have BBJ hard push a full squad in geared blues with guns.
How was I supposed to know his Havoc had a turbocharger?
Turbocharger. Do we think, we'll come back to the first question, that this game will succeed as an esport? After we've discussed all the points. There's actually another team coming here.
Might be two.
I think after everything that we've discussed, for me, I think it's gonna do it. I think it's gonna go.
And I
the
don't even
distance.
know like what succeeding in esport is yet. I don't. Kind of a rough thing to
I
outline.
guess that's true too.
feels very early too. Like I want to see something.
I guess we shouldn't say succeed.
The champion has been
Will become.
I'm
an
sure there
esport.
will be like tournaments and there'll be people
Yeah.
trying to do things with the game competitively.
Yeah.
round one.
Whether it brings in viewers or not, I guess would be the.
And this game already has a huge following, so
But it seems like the hype has started to potentially die down a bit.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm
Gotta
gonna say.
keep it fresh.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
There's a dude here.
There's a dude right on us, Chen.
This is
Yep.
little monk guys.
Yeah, really.
Not again.
Holding our hands.
Don't you go down on me, squad. I'm across the street. I can't help you.
He's pushing us.
I'm across the street. A bloodhound's 90
Hold the
headshot
door, Chen. Hold the door.
What? Does that guy have a DMR? He does. Oh my lord. There's a dude with a DMR all the way in the distance. That bloodhound's pushing you, but I 90 headshotted him. I 90
reviving?
headshotted him.
Reloading. Down to target. Reloading. Tango killed.
Took out an enemy.
There was one sniping with a DMR up this way.
It's close to us.
There's somebody on us.
Dead.
Reloading. Reloading. Whole unit KIA.
There's the DMR.
Damn, I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Trust. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh!
Here it comes.
The games begin.
So now that you guys have gotten to experience, since you, well, I plan on doing every week, there's an Ultimate Excel there, for every game that has somewhat of a competitive scene. You now will get to experience what it looks like to really troll Apex Legends as we wrap up this
Where's the golden helmet
this
at?
show for this night. This is us. This is what it looks like to have fun in this game. Oh my lord. We take Octane, we take Pathfinder, and we create a jungle gym. At relay. Aw, dude, it's not in the circle though, guys. No. Ruin it.
No.
It's almost in the circle.
I know
We can
tank-
eat some
we can
ticks.
tank it. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for this game, though. I think the future of it will be cool, regardless. I think as long as the content keeps up,
Check your maps.
as long as the devs keep working towards it, I think the game could get be really sick. Oh, there's another Ultimate Excel here.
Ultimate accelerant here. Till closing.
What do you think about more maps in Battle Royales?
I think it's not a bad idea, regardless. Like, I think
I think updating the map
that too.
generally works out better.
Fortnite does a good job of that.
but we could just walk.
Where
Like PUBG, I know, super fucked up their game when they made a second map.
really
Yeah, they made a.
that
It's
desert map?
Because it split the player base
Right.
and it like didn't give you the ability to really decide which map you wanted to be on.
What does that mean?
Like it was just like when the new map came out, they forced you to play the new map every time
Yep.
Oh, really?
for like a
There was
while.
no like map selector until a bit.
Ooh, that was close, man.
yeah,
Are you just bouncing it off of that one?
yeah.
The ring's close. 10 seconds.
That would not be it if they just made you play the new map.
I think it was like added as like a rotation, but you couldn't deselect the map, so you could only.
I can see that
And when
You
it
know,
first came out,
play
they
the one
did
you
make
wanted.
it like the only available map for like a while. In order to, I guess, test bugs or
Whereas
whatever.
with Fortnite, they just change the map every once in a while.
Yeah, they update the map. Like I'm pretty sure the Fortnite map's gotten bigger. Like certain parts of the map have
Yeah,
like
they extended a little bit. I mean, with this game, my concern about this game is the number of players within the game compared to, yeah, the 60.
You think it could handle more?
I think it
I
could
feel like
actually.
in early game it would work out okay. In mid game,
I mean,
I
I'd
think
like
the
to get to
speed
an
of the
end circle.
circles-
I'd like to get to an end circle when there's like 8 squads left. I feel like that'd be so cool. But I feel like in its current state,
I mean, there's not that much cover. It's not like Fortnite where you can have a small circle and everyone's turtled up.
I guess
Like-
that's true.
Once you get to a certain point, one team has a house and another team doesn't.
Yeah, but then one team might have a Wraith or a Pathfinder or a Octane, right?
I
So-
mean,
So then it becomes more
I
about.
think the only one that actually does anything of those is Wraith. Like, I don't think fucking taking a zip line when there's 6 squads just
think-
waiting to shoot at anybody.
Well, think
in
about
the-
like right now, even in Fortnite, utility is such a big deal because the mat count has been reduced. So because of the number of mats you can carry, things like quarter rifts and gliders and bounce pads are everything, which is exactly, pretty much exactly what Pathfinder and Wraith and Octane are. Just utility that allows you to rotate. Like, what if, we're running a Gib Octane Lifeline setup or Bang setup, and I Octane pad, you Bang smoke the Octane pad, we shoot up through it, and then when we land where we want to go, give them bubbles. Right? And then we make our rotation from there. Like, that could happen.
Yeah.
Zone's coming. My jungle gym, no.
I know.
Alright, let's try to win this. Yes, let's try to win this game now.
07's in the chat.
Rest in peace, Jungle Gym. You were fun. We must go on without you. I don't know. It would just, I'm not sure what the player count
I
would
think
be.
the zone's going faster would
Is that
do
a Mirage
essentially the
declare
same
here?
thing.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
We're already
No, that's a Pathfinder.
running
Oh.
circles for fun.
AFK.
Punch him out.
Oh, he's actually here.
No. BBJ X'd him.
Oh, he's just wondering why. I couldn't
Yeah.
finish.
Did he have anything, or is he just...
No. He has teammates though.
It's funny. He was
Or
a
his box
scout.
wouldn't have
He was
disappeared.
a
Right.
scout, dude.
He was a Claymore. I guess that's where you would have dropped if you just hard AFK'd the whole.
That might have been what it was. Where his team dropped artillery and then he just...
Maybe he's trying to get survival time stuff for the badges.
I thought about that, actually, just... Is it ever good to just AFK, even if you lose every game? Because you get playtime. Right, so instead of actually playing, you just AFK and you get playtime, which increases your battle pass. I was thinking about that the other day with this game.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a sniper? 'Cause I have a...
Optics here.
I do, but I have a scope already for it.
I got a 3x.
Alright, let's go get this dub. Go get this W.
What if they introduced like wall running
Dude, it's very possible that they could introduce a
'Cause
wall
they
running
could.
character.
Because I had it in Titanfall.
Yeah, I think the legend that wall runs is probably more plausible, right? Like, that'll probably be what we see,
Yeah.
rather than
Then introduce a
the
new
actual
mechanic.
skill. Yeah. I mean, it would still be good, right? Wait, I hear people that aren't Chin.
I thought I heard someone too, but
It would still be
I
good
mean, there were shots this way.
in like the legend that was good at, but then you'd have to always fight the wall. I don't know. I'm not sure. It'll
It
probably
could just be
happen
a fun
though. It'll
mechanic.
probably happen. Yeah.
like, what did they add to the game to make it, continue that fresh feel,
A new mechanic like wall
so it
running.
doesn't get stale?
Oh, eventually they're gonna add new guns and equipment, maybe a new
More
grenade.
legend.
I don't think they need to add that many more guns though. Like, cause I think a good thing about the game is there's not a ton of guns. Like, the second you add a ton of guns, it also becomes harder for like new people playing the game and stuff.
True.
Yeah.
Which guns are good or bad?
Balancing issues too. Yeah.
Yeah, also like
On the
Hostile over there.
balloon
balloon.
heading southwest.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Plus, then like if they add like a good gun or a bad gun, then it changes. Like,
Then it's the RNG. He's got the good gun and I have the bad gun. It's like kind of have now with like a beak and a Spitfire, but like as a person shooting a
it's, like,
Spitfire,
pretty,
you can
like,
move to a
one-offs.
wingman or a scout.
yeah, there's like
True.
2 weapons where it's like I got a gun and I really wish I would just punching people instead. But then everything else is like fine.
Dude, this zip line, oh my goodness.
You like that one?
They wanted
Very-
that tiered, like, gun setup where like the Mozambique and the P2020 have their
Yeah, they
role in early
intentionally
game.
did that.
Yeah.
I think they could probably use a few buffs on those because they said they wanted those guns to be like, it's better than fists, but I don't think it is right now. I think there's a lot of cases
And
I'd
the
rather
old
just
like
fistic
two
guys.
shot Mozambique into a punch
Yeah.
is a classic combo. Mozambique had like 5 more shots, it'd be busted. Actually, if the Mozambique had 5 more shots, it'd be an EVA 8.
Yeah. If the Mozambique had like 2 more shots, it might even be good.
Select fire.
I mean, it would literally be an EVA 8.
Scanning for the next ring. Check your mini-map.
So you saw guys ballooning, so that probably means they went up.
Yeah. I don't know where they went.
No, they went south.
Position here.
Yeah, they went towards like mid, I'm
they-
pretty sure.
Alright, we'll go up. There's still 4 squads left, so... because we just sat and trolled all game, I literally have like no loot. I have nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty weak. I got a peacekeeper and a longbow. That's it.
I have like no tier 2 meds. I have...
I can give a battery.
I don't have battery. I mean, if you have battery, that's
I don't
pretty
have a
insane.
battery.
I've got 2, but there's one.
Really? Interesting.
Here, I got a extended light mag
Here's
or a heavy
that.
mag.
Wow, what the heck? Where'd you get all this stuff?
I couldn't contribute to the.
Skull piercer.
Oh wait,
To the
bring me those. I need both of those things.
What things?
Minus the wingman. I need the skull piercer.
Alright,
Yeah,
Chen,
too.
that's your job. I'll contribute.
R99
Okay, good
here.
news. I have 8 arc stars. So,
I got a
with these
mastiff.
8 arc stars, I'm going to throw and become Genji.
2 enemy squads left.
Oh,
Two
you want me to
squads
grab
left.
that?
7 kills on TTV Magical Scope.
New kill leader.
Okay, you in
Show
these.
off.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Oh, I can't go up there? Are you kidding me?
Chinzy, where you at, dude? Are you dying down there?
I thought I heard footsteps, but I think I'm okay.
Guys,
out too.
I have the spot. Come to me. Trust.
Blindly trusting BBJ.
Ready, set, go.
If we all group up right here, we will win the game, 100%.
What is that, like a bush or something?
Oh, it's better than a bush.
It's a rock.
Oh, it's better than a rock.
Cloud? Just watch everyone from above.
I don't even know how to get in there, dude.
I
Is
took the zip line up. Look,
Do a
oh,
treat.
can you even get in here?
Nah. Can you get out of there? That's the real question.
I can, yeah.
Just know they have a bloodhound. So
How do you know?
bloodhound's the kill leader. I see him on the screen.
There we go. Oh,
I'm using the in-game things to.
I mean, isn't this fucking spot pretty sweet though?
I mean, it is, yeah.
Grenade.
I just got
this
a
one.
nade thrown at me.
Yeah.
I also
There
got
they
an
are.
ult thrown at me.
I just got destroyed. I might be going down here, boys.
Are you gonna zip? Please do not zip. There's a guy right there, though.
Tried to get as far away as I could.
Chinsy's dead,
Chen
too.
gets out with
Chin,
my
hit the
zip.
pad. Hit the pad, Chin.
I'm trying.
Oh,
good
my
lord. Whew.
lord.
My shields have reached.
Sorry,
Rod.
boys. No,
They're gonna
taking
hit the
step.
pad.
Oh, it's another group in here.
No, no.
Run, Mac. All right, Mac. Loop all the way around and come back and get me.
I got you, buddy.
Their whole thing.
They're gonna fight each other now. Easy.
Hey, they're fighting each other. They took the launch pad in. I'm crawling my way towards you.
Ants. Chin, start antsing. Oh, they killed
It's
you.
alright, I'm dead.
Oh my god, he's coming for me too?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, the Bloodhound.
No, I'm
He's
coming.
racing for me.
We're already inside the ring.
No, maybe he loots you and I throw 8 arc stars at him.
He's not looting me. He's ziplining away.
Don't worry, guys.
No, wait. There's one going to my body though.
He wants to see what that gold is.
Oh no, he's ziplining away. I don't know what gold I had.
What the matter? It's a race to the beacon.
Are you going to our? There's the one in the woods.
Nah, the circle.
It's only artillery.
This circle will clap way too hard, dude. What'd you have?
I don't know. Longbow and a mastiff. That's what I had. Mastiff.
Ooh, that's a good gun to have.
Yeah, that's it.
And yeah, a battery. It's pretty good too.
Inside the ring. Sweet.
No. Oh,
All
hell
turning
no.
on you.
Hell to the no.
Charging up my shields.
No, they're still coming for me.
Route them into the other group.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, you need to 3 and run, brother.
What if you go all the way around through the tunnel to artillery? Not this one, but then the other one.
I
That
won't
zone's gonna
make it.
collab too
They're
hard.
gonna kill him. Yeah.
This is where the
You need to like get out the ramp and to the left.
Arcstar.
Can you climb up on top of that box?
They have a bloodhound. They'll see him.
Yeah. Okay.
Arcstar.
Oh my lord. Oh.
Yeah, he got one.
Did I actually knock someone?
But you
No,
just got his armor.
Duck
right?
one.
I think
Uh,
the second
hit him.
one.
Another one, Nate.
I should have just kept running, huh? Just ran up
Yeah.
to the other team.
I'm here.
There's too many places for them to push.
If you just 3 and run, you're gonna
Yeah.
get out there. You're fucking octane.
I needed to get around the corner, but I figured the other team would be right up at the top. Alright, well, that's going to be it for the first episode of Cloppers. So if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to throw a follow on the HeroesHearth channel. Every Monday night, we'll be here, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 Central. Next week, I'm not sure what the game will be. But that's the exciting part, is we'll do a different game every week. And hopefully in the future, we can try to get some pro players in these other games to play with us so they can teach us. And we're not playing a game that we already know, like Apex. Obviously, with this episode, we've been playing this game a lot, so we're kind of the experts at this point. But in the future, I'm hoping that I can jump into other games where people can teach me about the game. And you can see the progression that I have from start of the episode where I know nothing to the finish of the episode where I hopefully will have learned something. So it's going to be it. Shin, BJ, do you guys have any shout outs for yourselves? Maybe streams, Twitters, something like that?
Nah, I never stream. Too lazy.
Well, I stream every day about, except for Sundays and Thursdays, so not every day. But 2 p.m. EST. I'm usually live. I'm a variety streamer.
What do you
I
like
play-
playing, dude?
I mean, right now it's Apex and a little bit of League of Legends ARAM, but I'm trying to look into the Grand Theft Auto RP scene, so I might hit that up. Yeah.
Ooh.
If I go RP, I might hit that up. But I will be gone for PAX this week, so
Is that this weekend?
unfortunately, that is this week.
We'll see
this
what
weekend.
we'll see what they release at PAX. If there's anything.
But my
qualities.
channel is twitch.tv/Chinzy. That's CHEN, 2 Z's and a Y. So if you want to come check me out, that's where you do it.
Oh. All right.
Have
Well,
fun time too.
excellent. Well, that's gonna be it for us, guys. Appreciate everyone hanging out in the chat tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you all next Monday. For the rest of this week, we have Lads which is tomorrow night with Dreadnought and crew. Dreadnought, me, Workhorse, Beckwin. Wednesday is Fight Night on HeroesHearth. Thursday, I think, is Dead by Daylight still. I'm not sure what Friday is, but that's going to be it. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in the next Monday night. Until then, peace.